Springtime in Kentucky, big weather changes are part of the deal, and we've got a dandy coming. First off, it's been a wonderful day today, but that's changing in the next few hours. Rain is already approaching Owensboro. It's coming this way at a pretty good clip, but it'll be the latter part of the evening when it finally arrives. But it'll be locally heavy when it does. That'll last through the night. The rest of the week, from 10 above to 20 below. How's that for a swing? For the weekend, it's the start of more spring weather, and we'll get to all that coming up. The flood watch is long and south of the Hal Rogers Parkway, and this is the same area that saw the heavy rains over the weekend. In fact, when we look back over the last 5 days, some of these numbers are huge. Some of these numbers are a month's worth of rain that we picked up last weekend. With the yellows, that's where you basically hit the 3-inch plateau. There's some 4- and 5-inch totals, even up close to a half foot near the Tennessee line there, near the Cumberland Gap. Bottom line is the ground is still pretty close to saturated. The creeks and streams and the rivers are still running high. In fact, still some flooding going on the Cumberland River. This is going to be adding to the problems. And when you see numbers that are getting into the 1.5 to 2-inch rains off our future tracker, this is a southeastern Kentucky forecast, close to 2 inches there along the Hal Rogers again, and there's just no place to put the water. And some folks may end up with bigger numbers than this in areas where the showers can train one after the other, but this is just basin wide that you're looking at 1.5 to 2 inches in the Lakes region. Liberty comes in at 1.8, Stanford a couple. Around the Bluegrass, it's a good solid inch and a half of rain, maybe a little bit more. 1.7 out of Harrodsburg, 1.8 out of Lancaster, and finally in the Northeast, you're looking at temperatures that are going to be cooling, and the rainfall will be plentiful, 1.25 1.5 inches. So again, that's a lot of water because it's all starting down here in the Pacific. And coming on up here, it's going to start pulling in Gulf of Mexico moisture. Bottom line is this is a water-laden system. You see the rain increasing as it gets closer to us, and it's going to hang around as the front passes on through. But the good news, once we get past tomorrow, that's it for a while. And that is certainly something to look forward to. So here comes the front. As it pushes southeast, good southerly winds out ahead of it today. That's why we got so warm. By 10 o'clock, rain is overspreading the area. That rain will become heavier in the hours after midnight. Some thunder is going to be mixed in as well. Shouldn't be anything severe. By tomorrow morning, pretty good line of showers and storms coming through southeast Kentucky. By middle of the day, the first round of rain is ending. A little secondary wave comes in for us during the afternoon hours tomorrow into the evening. Then we start pulling some moisture off of Lake Michigan. Why not? We pulled it from the Pacific. We pulled it from the Gulf. Let's throw Lake Michigan into the deal, except that's falling into colder air. That could actually fall in the form of some snowflakes. We have a freeze warning up for tomorrow morning. We're going to get another one of those on Friday, which will end up being the colder of the 2 mornings. Right now, temperatures are at least in the 70s, and it is windy out there. Winds gusting close to 30, 72 degrees right now in Lexington. Clouds thicken, the rain and thunder showers arrive. Some of that will be heavy. Overnight lows in the low 50s, which is also the high for tomorrow. Temperatures steady or falling most of the day. The flood watch will be continuing. As you look through the 8-day, that's just ridiculously cold on April Fool's Day. Keeneland is dry. It'll be okay in the sun, but it'll be chilly in the shade on Easter weekend. Looks terrific.